Well, I'm going to say this, and I think I said it last time around, but I stand by it. Arsenal have no excuses not to make Europe proper this season. And in fact, with the way how this season is panning out, Arsenal have to push for the Champions League. There's no if, buts, or maybes. There's no, it's a 3-year project nonsense. No, the opportunity is there. They got to take it. And if Arsenal can't, and if Arsenal miss out on Champions League and it's due to a few points, maybe I might, okay, fair enough, few points. But with where we started and where we are, Arsenal have to get the Champions League this year. Because to me, it's and that's not to like downplay where we are as a team, as a club, because we're not where we used to be. But if we want to get back to where we want to be, this is when you make the most of these opportunities.
I hear you. I just think the magnitude of that challenge is huge. You know, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City have almost but secured 3 of them spots. You know, they have streams of world-class players. And I was doing this actually as an interesting exercise with a friend recently where we was going through all of the top 7 teams and saying, you know, how many world-class players do they have in their team? And Liverpool have streams of them. Man City have streams of them. Chelsea have a few less than them too, but Chelsea have also a depth of very, very solid players that are kind of there or thereabouts that the other teams maybe don't have. And then, you know, United are really the next best team in that regard, but they have a PE teacher who's managing them. So and until they solve that problem, but you know, you look at United and you think about the, you know, De Gea, Varane, Pogba, Ronaldo, Cavani, Sancho. That's 6. Fernandes. That's 7 players that, you know, I don't think there's even much argument over whether are world class or not.
Cavani.
Yeah. So in that regard, like, you have to look and think, you know, if Man U hired a decent manager, that team should really be the next nailed-on team. You know, so I think this is the big challenge. And then you go to Tottenham, and you know, there's Kane, there's Son, you know, there's Hugo,
Tanganga.
No, that's it. There's no,
you know,
there's others that are there and thereabouts.
There's couple are on their way, but then, you know, again, I think Arsenal's challenge then is there's still West Ham, there's still Leicester that are kind of in and around that area that they're going to have to be able to tackle. And, you know, it's not that West Ham are loaded with world-class players, but they found a system. And, you know, I'll argue this, that Declan Rice and Thomas Souček is a top 4 midfield pairing if you take the 2 of them.
Solid, very solid.
You know, so
Antonio is a good player.
Antonio's banging in the goals.
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously Leicester have Vardy, they have Tielemans.
Daka.
Sorry?
Daka.
Yeah, Daka, and Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there's players there, and I just think, I say all that to say the magnitude of the challenge for Arsenal to finish top 4. If they do it, fair play. Great. But I think that's a big, big ask this season.
It's a massive ask, but opportunity's there, and that's my thing. It's not so much about the ask; it's the opportunity. You got to take it. For where look, we've been languishing. We were languishing in Europa League, and we thought that was bad. We ain't even in Europe anymore. We finished 8th twice in a row. For me, it's like, and the club are going about it the right way and taking steps and not trying to do the quick fix and buy these experienced players that didn't make it. They've gone youth. They've tried to invest in the right profile of players. Yeah. And in fact, what's really interesting, what's becoming more interesting is that with the players we've signed, it seems like Arteta's had a heavy influence in them. Mm-hmm. However, the profiles are working out, so that's kind of good. But, you know, that's for me, it's the opportunity.
Don't get me wrong. Arsenal have a couple of young players too that are looking like they could be absolutely top class, like Bukayo Saka. Yeah. Emmy Smith Rowe, like, you know, there's a few of them there that you think, okay, these are very good players. You know, I just think that football tends to rise and fall on the quality of your manager. And Chelsea have Tuchel, Liverpool have Klopp, Man City have Guardiola, and that's where then I think the opportunity is there. Because Man U's squad is streams better than Arsenal's squad currently, and streams better than West Ham and Leicester's squad and Tottenham's squad. Yeah. But Tottenham, they went for a world-class manager in Conte, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But, I think Arteta, the question mark is still there because he's young, developing, and it is a different way to go. And Arsenal seem like if they were going to sack him, they'd have done it by now. So they're backing him in this project, and that's fine. But has he got what it takes to get there? That's the big question.
Well, only time will tell. Only time will tell. But as Clive said, we've got a fantastic opportunity to get top 4 this season because we know European football.
Yeah.
All the other teams you're talking about have got European football. Yeah. Tottenham, Leicester, West Ham, Man United.
Yep.
And the second half of the season, when they have loads of games in the second half of the season, and FA Cup as well, so it's going to catch up with them.
Squad fatigue.
While with us lot, we can rotate our squad. We've got a lot of petite players are not playing at the moment. As I said, we'll get more game time in the second half of the season. So
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's where it comes into the sea. Yeah. You know what I mean?